welcome to a new segment I will be adding to my weekly readings for the foreseeable future. I am making some changes to how I do this as a result of some pretty intense level ups and breakthroughs. More on that later. That being said, I will no longer be doing astrology segments on my weekly reads. Tarot only. Monthly astrology on Patreon will now be tarot monthly readings. I understand this might seem like a curveball to some, but please understand with these latest shifts that have been happening, they've been profound, and I will go where my higher levels take me. However, I would like to make a point of saying here and now, me choosing to move from public astrology horoscopes is not driven by opinion. In fact, I will still be offering astrology for personal readings, just not horoscopes. Thank you again for so much of your ongoing support, and now let's get on to your video. Hello and welcome everybody, NICO Scarlet Moon here with your Pathwatcher report. Coming in today we have a wave personified by the Empress and the Sun, a frequency vibrating the return of the pure self and a reclamation of the true journey. Not just this week, but henceforth there is an increasing feeling of release, a true return of innocence. Because of the breaking apart of distorted contrivances in the collective experience, this deep purification of the spiritual and emotional fields may feel unsettling for some during this period, but only at first. This is the elimination of constructs dependent on artifice, scripts, and illusion. This is both euphoric and disorienting in the beginning. However, depending on an individual's level of consciousness and what they carry in their energy fields, acclimation times may vary person to person. Consider the Sunday Unity meditations I have been sharing of late for a chance to lean in to these frequencies and adjust. I'll include links in the down bar below. Cyclical experiences are being rerouted to more natural and forward trajectories. Conscious creation and co-creation through intent and focus are getting a tremendous amplification. Many of us felt this new wave kick into high gear mid-last week, February 25th to 27th. Feel the freedom from imposed experience. Allow yourself time to connect and take on this new level. Feel the return of that early life childhood connection to truth. On a personal note, since about the 18th of February, I've been having recurring dreams and flashes of a friend I have not seen nor spoken to since we were 7. If you're watching this, feel free to contact me through the Scarlet Moon Facebook page or my Instagram at ScarletMoonNico. Hello there, Taurus, Taurus Rising, and of course all of you Taurus Moon people out there. This is your weekly horoscope or weekly tarot reading for the week starting March 2nd, 2020. And just a quick reminder for everybody out there, should you ever wish to get a session with me, you do need to go to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. And before anyone starts typing before the video even gets a chance to really begin, I will still be offering astrology readings on personal readings, but just not for public readings and public general horoscopes. And I've got a video coming out to explain all of that, okay? So what is going on when it comes to your week? Well, we've already discussed the incoming wave as part of the intro. So let's go right into the meat here and talk about the archetypal themes that are going to sort of be the overtone of your entire week. And we actually have the Death card upright. And a lot of punctuating is going to be, really kicking up for a lot of you Taurus people. The Death card is coming in, and what I'm picking up here is kind of helping you start to accept where something is actually over, even though it's long past its due to be over. And I feel like with the Death card, because we have this shift coming, we are facing where we have been resisting a real truth about where something needs to end, or maybe, kind of drift, kind of go in another direction. A lot of you may be feeling this as a bit of melancholy, not necessarily as like this hardcore grief and suffering. You might not even be grieving the loss of what you've lost. You might just be grieving the time you've kept trying to keep it on, its own sort of life support, so to speak. But the Death card always does replace what it takes, and that's important to pay attention to this week. If there are things that you realize are too high maintenance, or things that are Perhaps going back to, again, the incoming wave, too stuck on scripts. They require things like artificial contrivance, as well as, everyone kind of repeating the same day over and over and over again, or repeating cycles in order to stay up and maintain themselves. They're going away for everyone, not just you. And you are going to have this influx of a fresh, new energy for whatever purposes you wish to co-create with coming in this week. But the Death card is asking for that clearing. When it's time for things to expire, it's time for things to expire. And I think that because we are dealing with the Death card and not the Tower, this is not going to be coming as some kind of major surprise. This does feel like a lot of things coming to an end, almost as though you are there with the fates saying, okay, yeah, you can cut that cord. I know what cord that is. And you're able to pay attention to what exactly is being cleared and what for. As we get into news and arrivals, we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And it does look like, it's weird, I'm actually not seeing this as you. Even though the Knight of Pentacles reverse could be you, you are, that very strong earth energy. I feel like you're actually stepping into a place of understanding what another person is going through. Somebody's either recruiting you for help, or you are maybe, deciding to go for it and volunteer your services to help somebody out who is kind of struggling. Like you're watching them fight a good fight and they are really kind of weighed down. They're really kind of, I don't know if you want to say, they're just kind of they're not staying on their feet very well. I wouldn't say that they're struggling too bad. The Knight of Pentacles reverse can really hold their own, but it's sort of like, well, how long does this need to go on, right? This could be an opportunity for you to actually volunteer your services for maybe something that could actually be quite lucrative. The Knight of Pentacles upright or reversed, will always offer some kind of material wealth, material opportunity, material exchange, even bartering if you're not interested in money. But I'm also seeing with the Knight of Pentacles reversed, this is something where I feel like you are turning the Knight of Pentacles situation right side up. You are going in to not only offer your assistance, but sort of become, the hero of that story. And whatever it is, it's almost like you get this great new quest, this great new job, this great new opportunity coming your way if you choose to, follow on that adventure. As we go to your material and business concerns, we have the Ace of Cups in reverse. And it's telling a very interesting story because the Ace of Cups reversed, a lot of you Taurus people are finding that there is something that you have to adjust about your current work situation, or your current financial situation, but it's almost like you're afraid to step in another direction. It's almost like you're afraid to rock the boat. Because with the Ace of Cups reversed, we're always dealing with an issue of self-censorship. We are blocking whatever we're trying to say, whatever needs to come out. Sometimes it's overwhelmingly positive. Sometimes it is something that might seem a little bit negative or too personal for certain people. But, sometimes it's people holding back very good things. But with the Ace of Cups reversed, I'm actually seeing there's something going on where you could correct a situation that is maybe not going to your liking, or maybe you could accept something better, but you're almost afraid to hurt people. You're almost afraid to harm or abandon something. Something's coming up this week where you have a chance to get out, or you have a chance to rise up, or you have a chance to make more. But with the Ace of Cups reversed, it's almost like, again, kind of like the ego attachment of the Death card. We're almost afraid to end something to make room for that good thing. And we have to see what we can do. Of course we want to do right by people. We want to be good to our teams. We want to be good to our coworkers. We want to be good to our clients. But I can't help but wonder if you're also feeling as though you are aware that there is a time for a transition coming up here. There is incentive for that. The Ace of Cups reverse is asking you to open up and share, open up and give that opportunity to whoever, in this circumstance, material, financial, business, it doesn't matter. There will be a reward for opening up, and at least some clarity here as how or when it is the best time to make the jump to this new thing that you're almost afraid to accept. Again, we'll wait and see what happens this week. When it comes to love and relationships, well, we've got the Four of Cups in reverse. And a lot of you Taurus people are going to be finding that your tastes are changing this week. Either your tastes are changing, or maybe they are sort of naturalizing. I'll put it that way. Maybe naturalizing is a good way to phrase it, because I'm watching with the Four of Cups reverse the man accepting the cup the girl is offering him. But I'm actually seeing it as like, it's almost like she's picked it up from behind the tree, like it's something he's dropped. That's the story that's coming through. It's something he's not been paying attention to. It's something he's not been actually letting himself have. Now we talk about naturalizing and becoming, and changing tastes. This could be absolutely a lot of you falling out of interest or out of resonance with a certain type of expression of love, one that you give or one that you receive. A lot of you may be finding that your type is changing. Maybe your type is changing to a type of person, right? If you're available and looking, it might be changing to a type of person that maybe you've not always been super attracted to recently, but it used to be a thing. Maybe you are just having your percentages move around, right? The 60-40 percentages or the 50-50 percentages. Some people are like, oh yeah, older's fine, or whatever. This is where we're kind of noticing you naturalizing into a different way you want to actually have a relationship that actually resonates with something, once again, that's already a part of your past. Maybe when it comes to existing couples, existing relationships, right, we are totally changing things up. Maybe we felt like we got stuck in a very funky rut, or maybe we've just kind of developed a weird pattern in recent history, the last year or two, that's really got to go. And we want to get back to maybe something that is more natural to us, or maybe start bringing our natural selves to the relationship as opposed to where things have been. And the Four of Cups reverse is indicating an overwhelmingly exhilarating week when it comes to love, whether you're in an established relationship or you're available and looking for somebody new, because it is that freshness. And we all know how much of a turn-on new can be. So that is your horoscope. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And if you ever wish to get a session with me, go onto my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.